everybody's friend, everybody's friend. I could lose my house, I could steal a car, I could serve two masters, living hard, living like a dog in a cage in the yard with a fist full of cold hard cash and I feel like gold. The devil can't have my soul, the devil can't get your soul, the devil can't get your soul.
Got an original 1956 Ford Vic Victoria radio. We've had to do a lot of work on this because he's putting vintage air and all kind of goodies in. So we've cut this one way down, cut the whole back of it off, redesigned everything so we could get it in the car, and done a Aurora Design conversion. He's putting in digital Dakota display in his dash, so we went with a blue LED in it. Repolished everything up, the lens and all. This is new chrome on the original faceplate, and it's got AM and FM stereo, 4 channels out, 45 watts a channel. It's got a pre-out on it if you want to add a sub. Auxiliary in, which is automatic. I'll be demonstrating that. That means you can plug anything into it that's got a head, like satellite radio, XM radio, anything that's got a head and display that puts out a signal. This will automatically transfer over as soon as you turn it on and hit play. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to put a little MP3 on it. Let's see, it also has USB port. This is your harness you'll be getting, and your thumb drive has USB port here that will charge your phone, your devices. Auxiliary in right above there. It's push button operated and control operated, which is pretty neat. And I fired it up. I just want to let you know we're running it right now with no antenna, so the signal's kind of coming and going. But that's just to show you that it has capability. So if you got it coming and going, you might want to check the antenna. We're going to plug the antenna in. There we go. Now we got an antenna. We got all your push buttons, presets, and all working, so you can preset station.
Your way through the conductor.
Let's preset one. There we go. Bass and treble like you've always had. Also in your bass and treble, since you have 4 channels, you have a balance and fader built in. It depends on how many speakers you hook up. These radios do not require 12-volt consistent, no batteries changed, no memory loss. You don't have to worry about none of that if you decide to store the vintage car. Like to go to AM radio, you just simply turn the unit off and right back on. Takes you to AM radio, a little light turns red. That's 650 here in Nashville. Turn it back off and right back on. FM. This radio will also scan for stations and has voice ID, which is real neat in the AM radio. And I'm going to show you how to do that first. All you do is take your tuning knob and turn the needle up twice.
Scanning for stations.
Now it's going to start scanning for stations without the needle moving. I'm going to show you how to lock on a station, how to find that station where it is on the dial in case you want to preset it.
Back to church, but they're hearing.
So you can go down the road and put this radio in scanning mode and let it find your station you like.
How does that?
Classic hits.
Little light's kind of pulsating over here. That means it's scanning.
1,000 meals for the homeless at Nashville Rescue Mission. And you funded discipleship for 500 men in prison through Men of Valor Prison Ministry. Not to mention...
99.
Wow, that's more than half off.
So you like that station there, all you do is take your tuning knob, turn it one time.
Station hold.
She'll lock on it, or it'll go quiet till you find it. There it is. Pull out a preset and save it.
We bought presents for everybody else, so...
Alright, now you're on FM, you got an AM dial. It will do all this on AM and FM. You got an AM dial, you want to know where you're at on FM, you might be looking for a specific station. It's called Voice ID. 1, 2, 3.
FM 89.5.
All you do is turn the volume knob up 3 times. She gives you station identification, which is pretty cool. Alright, your auxiliary in, you can pull out a device, and a lot of people like to hide these in the glove box because you can work them all from the radio or the push button. You just bring up your device and hit play. Anytime you notice a little light's gone to green back there, it means auxiliary in. All this is in your manual. You won't go back to radio. All you do is just take that device and turn it off. You don't even have to unplug it. If you don't touch the radio in 20 seconds, it'll automatically change back to where we had it. We're going to let it do that. We're checking it out, make sure everything's right. But if you want to cut that 20 seconds down, just turn it off and back on like you're cycling from AM to FM. It remembers where you're at. All you're doing is canceling the 20 seconds down. Switch back over automatically. Back on stereo, you got an original amber stereo light in it. That's how your auxiliary in works. Now we're going to do the USB. You'll get one of these with it's already got the files built on it, manual files built on it, even though I give you a paper copy set. In case you lose them, you can find them here. A file with music on it. You'll have some songs on there. You can put your songs into it. The manual tells you how to do that. Also, you'll have the video of this radio. That way you can pull it off this, put it on the computer, and you can always go back and say, oh, that's how you done that. But anyhow, plug it in, go straight to it. That's why I said you can hide these things. So if you want to change your songs on your thumb drive, you can do it 2 ways. You can press this once, twice to back up or repeat. You can do it here. Up, back. I can even do it here. Push button. As long as that needle's moving, you can change your songs. Now, if you hide this thing, the only time you got to take this out if you want to charge your phone or put another thumb drive in. A lot of people have multiple thumb drives with whole albums on each thumb drive, which is cool. There's 2 ways to put it in pause. You can hold this down 1 second, put that in pause. It'll go right back to radio. Cycle back around, a little light's going to blink a couple times. Going to go back to radio. Of course, after you deal with all this, you're going to make sure you're on channel. So let's go back to the channel. Alright. If you want to go back to the thumb drive, 1 second on the button, right back to the thumb drive. Depends on how long you're down, whether it goes back to the same song or not. You can also do it with the volume knob. Turn it down twice. Put it in pause, back to radio. Same way, bringing it back up. Down twice on your volume knob. Go back to the thumb drive. We're going to do that. Back to thumb drive. Now we're in the thumb drive, and we'll show you how to do your bass and treble, your balance, and your fader, in case you hook up speakers. Take it back about, this is wide open treble, take it back about halfway. Let's go into fader first by pumping this twice clockwise. And she's going to help us out. 1, 2.
Fader adjust.
As soon as she says that, as long as you're moving it, it'll stay in that mode. There's your fronts, there's your rears. Alright, let's balance it out. Just stop moving it, she'll set it.
Fader set.
Balance is counterclockwise. 1, 2.
Balance adjust.
Right side, left side. Let's balance it out where we like it. Let her set it.
Balance set.
Now you're back on treble and bass. You can do that in radio mode, any mode. As long as this radio's playing, you can do it. Down twice. Let's go back to radio. These are not the original knobs. It's just some I had here at the shop put on it. 1, 2, 3.
FM 89.5.
Voice ID. That's your original 1956 Ford Vic AM radio, cut down as short as we could get it. Because you're looking at probably from there back about that deep. He's putting in vintage air and all kind of stuff and needed it short, so that's what we done. Left the original bracket knobs on the radio. You'll have to just make you up some brackets because you're short. And appreciate you letting me do it for you. Thank you.
I'm going down to Austin, Texas. I'm going down to save my soul.